Another glimpse.
What are you thinking? Raise nade at the back?
Very strong matchup against
You'd always have to swing the corner.
See how that one
Feels a little risky.
NAVI, a start on the defensive side.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. NAVI on defense, Gentleman's on attack.
The fact that you have feeling on that duelist, but very different identities when you look at
It's
the
great
other
at
side,
creating mid pressure. Like double controller with the Sky might actually be pretty good on this map. I'm just not super sold on the Raze until we see some stuff.
But it's such a difficult composition to deal with.
Direct hit, looking to come in, almost looking like a retake setup from the side of NAVI.
Well, they were going to retake either site no matter what, because they were just playing over towards middle. 5 here pretty early, should see a fast flood.
With that potential of the double initiator, get the sort of reveals.
Oh, that's smart, man. It's a good use of this. Obviously, they changed the drone, right? Now it actually like recon scans you instead of like a cipher scan.
They now need to get a move on back into the site, and they have been delayed by mates.
Some of these kills could be so easy with players tagged very low, but dropping out of heaven makes a very difficult retake. So they send
they got no more sky flashes. Got to wait for the smoke.
Now forward to burst on through, but Mini and Bimble good to find those kills to
start with. Very nice, man. Mini's been so good, bro. Been so good.
Yeah, last time they played this map, Mini was an absolute menace.
Andrew CZ, thanks so much for the prime, man. Appreciate that. Thank you.
He was playing retake solo and winning like 1v4s while his teammates were still alive. Like, this map just seems to sing true. And it's genuinely making me believe that the Brimstone might be a good choice. And I'm not necessarily sure that it's like an insane meta pick.
You know what's crazy underrated with Brim here? Are you asking me a question or you're about to tell me?
You really can't argue with the stats, can
Brim's
you?
in a good spot at the moment.
Coming into this year, IGLing roll off his shoulders. He's been unleashed, and to be honest, he was unleashed even when he was on the IGL, so even more scary.
Also, Starzo was saying that he is doing some of the calling, like he's secondary calling, like he'll give some
mid-round tips. I mean, that's the main reason why people play it.
Right, hands off the wheel, I'm just going to frag now.
Other than maybe sometimes it combos with a wailing.
Putting up these numbers at the same time, so definitely been a joy to watch thus far. I want to also give a little bit of context for people watching in this series. You might think, okay, this just takes you
pretty much full eco. We got one shorty. We see a drone over towards A, block vision, trying to create pressure like they're walking in.
Into that first best of 5. If they lose that, they go into the second best of 5, and if they lose that, they go into the third. So basically, winning today gives you 3 chances.
And now they're making it look like the server's rotated all the way off, and they're heading over towards the B site. Why would you be droning with a recon? Why would you do this? Is basically the full process.
These are opportunities. Heretics came into
Why would the server be there if you're not hitting the site?
And for NAVI and mates,
if he's just made sound on him.
They're a team that you kind of look at and go, well,
that should honestly that should be enough.
Even close.
Yeah, he should have tucked in a little bit more. They clear the info. They do get the rotate out early. Good news though is Gentlemates did it smart. They only lose that ghost.
Yeah,
it's probably about who just gets the guns now.
And then the plant on the A side. So mates have a lot of control now. With NAVI having rotated over to B, stacking up in these kind of rounds is expected.
What's up with the race? Not sure, man.
Now all they have
I'm excited to see it.
Is hold off against a retake that has practically nothing to it. There is some utility still. Could easily see, well, the flash going out, not quite through a smoke, and because of that, they're very easily able to take them on those ranged fights. Some damage already done, and with Marteen going down, the chances of winning very slim.
When does Roxy get another smoke?
Is make this more costly. Drop some more weapons.
They're too low to
just ended it. They don't give him anything extra. That's pretty nice.
That stops it. Mates, 3 players down though. It looked like it was going to be a lot cleaner after a 4v5 post play.
Yeah, I mean they lost one gun though. It's not like devastating.
Okay, the guy that's there is Mini. He got quite a few kills in the last round. If we let him kill us,
Simple as thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 4 months.
We just have to hide in the corner. There's no chance of us winning. It was nice for Marteen to get a few extra kills. Obviously, anything you can do to get towards the dimensional drift is going to hold high value. But this is where they get onto the board. And on the other side of things, obviously, Hero has been the major talking point so far. Rooksik, one of the best controllers of the year last year.
Yeah, see the fast exec on B.
And his ups and downs. Maybe the downs at the beginning of the year and then grew into it. He's coming hot.
Yeah, well, very much. He was like a planted seed. When he eventually sprouted, yeah, it was beautiful to watch.
A nice start. It's a good reposition from him.
Mates losing Marteen early, but getting that distance trade thanks to the smoke up close.
Ooh.
Xiao's got himself an angle, hasn't been revealed just
yet. Dude, he's playing incredible.
Strikes.
Imagine he can get another.
At least one more, but
they get a trade off of it? No.
Do it.
Dude, look at the spike.
Climb back into this round, but a man like Mini's
Hard one to
reliable
get.
in these moments. That's a pick, and the spike back potentially.
Dude, he's going to get him as he jumps.
Oh, he almost got a haircut there. And Hero's thinking about spraying through. It's going to cost him a lot of HP.
Jesus, that's a bold play.
Left indeed on everybody. 2, 5, and 26. Narrow
Look at the
margins will
HPs.
decide this round. But Hero's got 2 opponents to find and one waiting on the other side of the smoke. He still catches him, but he can't make
He
it
wanted
out.
to get out of there.
2
Instant
HP
swing didn't.
decides the round.
Instant swing didn't
Mates
come
up
in,
to
so he thought he
3.
had time. Pistol into a
It's
bonus.
just-
It's a rough start for
madness that
Navi.
He's just gone straight back to what he was doing last week. It was a great start from Xiao, managing to get multiple openers. But
Yeah,
then
Xiao-
it did
I mean,
become
Xiao
a
did
little bit
everything he could
disjointed.
here.
Like, they had the use of the salvos to try and force a fight, but
Gotta
it's
be
Speedo
pissed,
fighting
surely.
alone. Then it's the risk. Okay, I've got surprise factor. I'm running through the molly. I'll fight Mini alone. Don't fight Mini alone. Unless it's the other Mini. If it's, don't fight that Mini alone.
I think
I think
Mini,
you could take. I think most
Yeah.
people could take.
I don't know. I think Mini's got that switch that you flip and
You
he
think
just
he's
goes
got
savage mode.
the dog in him?
I think he does. I think he'd take your ear off. That's the kind of guy I think he is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
If he could
Apologies.
reach. But 3-0 to start this one off for Navi.
Actually
It's
didn't
been a
check
bit of a
this.
shaky start, but they've had damage, they've had chances, and on this
Very
low
nice
line,
from
not a
Mates,
lot
man.
of
Dude,
chances to
Gentleman's
be
looks so
enjoyed.
good, bro.
Soul Chow down the river, and here we go into a 5v4. Oh, the early retake attempt. There's a lot of players close by. Flash gonna pop out, but they dodged it, and now it's a clean.
Oh, how did that happen on site?
Last player standing.
Okay,
Got there in the end.
let's settle down.
You tell him.
Cover going out.
Toxic.
Fake TP.
Back on his trusty controller. We've seen him switch up roles here and there, but this is where he's always done his best work. Not an easy one to take, but the first fight comes for free. The next 2, not going to be as isolated. Sat far back. Well, even a molly.
Every time they get towards the spike, there's just a molly going at it.
Fights him anyway. It seemed a bit pointless, but hey, when you're not missing a shot,
They at
can't
least
blame
kept
you.
the money
Time was
relatively
enough, I
low.
suppose,
3
especially with
rebuys.
the molly on it. A 4-0 start.
He's
Lights
8-1.
out from the attack side, and yeah, it's no surprise when you got a man like Mini 8-1. When you got
Oh, okay, that's how.
Xiao delivering
Poor
on
guy.
the other side, but not.
What was Bippo? He just tries to run through a salvo.
I mean, there's not much you can do there unless you want to swing out in the open.
To be honest, this is the point where you see a pause a lot of the time come out, but Navi clearly, Angels hearing the right things being said by Xiao.
Dude,
They
a lot
gear
of
up for
ults,
this
bro.
round
They
number
might keep this
5.
going.
Another full buy.
Another B
A loss
spam.
here, I would be flabbergasted if a pause doesn't come through. I mean, this is the side that they chose to start on, and unless the idea was for Navi to get the worst side out of the way first, then we're going to need to see rounds on the board pretty soon.
Over off the back of it, or?
Pressure being put in on this B side of the map. In fact, Navi already have the info. They've sent the drone.
Dude, every single time I just see one person on site fighting on his own. Navi gonna need a timeout.
Who's been the sort of savior of the site at times. Sociable does well, but Mini's killed his teammate in the meantime.
Bro, absolute chaos at the moment. They get a safe plant on
Puts us
site.
back into a 3v3, but a post plant and some fairly aggressive
Martina's
positioning.
double flash.
Do
It'd be
they
pretty devastating for him to go down here.
2 players to be this close? The answers seem like a no, but the trades are good enough. Left all onto the leader. Starzo to try and clutch out again. You've seen that
Strong
back line
pause.
cleared with the Armageddon. And even the utility used
That's a savage fair play, bro. That's unlucky, dude. They used nice util here.
God, that was essential, especially with the fact that
big
you know,
round,
I think
right?
most
They used
teams would
2
start to
ults.
think he's gone towards main. He's playing that post
Yeah.
plant, but realizing there were 2 players up close. What are the chances that he's separated completely? You know, maybe he could be flank watch, but in this instance, that paranoia saved the day. Any opportunity for Starzo shut down. And finally, we do get that win on the board for Navi. Good reactions across the board as well, slowing down the fight that was going, wrapping through mid to the B site.
Marteen there. Yeah.
Mini backing off. They had
Talk
2
about
players
using
ready
his
to fight
flashes.
towards the spawn, backing off that B site and taking the fight to mid.
It wasn't the
I think they
worst
did everything
idea.
right there. And, well, they get the round for it.
I think they were scared of the
How
tail.
close some of these rounds have been. The purchase coming up from 8 actually isn't great. Normally when you win 4 rounds in a row, including a couple of low buys, you expect the cash to be stacked. Even still though, a couple of high impact ults. Convergence path just picked
Dude,
up.
that's all it took to
Ready
break their
strike
money.
always there.
Break their money even.
Pressure's put onto Ruxic. He's inside of smoke now, a safe haven to play from, but will be caught. Marteen.
But they
Bimbo
fight the site
showing
so
up on this
weird,
site. The
don't you
spike's
think?
being dropped. Look at the position of Glyph He is on the
There's
other
always
side
just someone
of the map,
sending it for
playing
a
this
smoke
with a pistol.
dry.
That's going to be a super late lurk, possibly even a plan towards the B side with that position. I mean, the world is Mate's oyster right now. Navi have no real info to play with. The only danger here is that there could be a mid push, right? So if Bippo runs back with the spike, he gets dropped and the round is in disarray. Instead,
I'd be worth them tapping the spike if you can here.
Looks like he's just been seen.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that was just
the problem is now they're going to speed up over
Xiao.
towards
I'm
site.
wondering why there hasn't been a plant. Like, it's been too long. Something must be going on. Now gives them an opportunity. Right? They've also pinged that somebody's in the spawn. They've got this wrong. They're going to go aggressive that way instead and find absolutely nothing for it. And are being wrapped on. Xiao on the flank, still not getting the plant, and Spike has been dropped. I think Mates have overcooked this one, overthought what is going on. And because of that, they've given away back into the round a chance to fight for Marteen, and now Glyph still only with a pistol. He will fall.
Very well handled from the two Navi players. Didn't really like what Mates were doing. At least they're coming up with plans. I can't be super angry at it. Every time they're coming up with some kind of plan.
Not only do they think we're there, but they're guessing that we're there. They're going to act on it. They're going to push through. They're going to burst through.
So there's a big thing at the moment. It's always been in games like this as well. Like where if you cut sound like this, a lot of the time when you're waiting for someone, right? Say that someone's doing a play and you're waiting for them.
Nice recovery early on.
A lot of the time you need to make sounds and keep the other guys interested. Like a tap of the spike here, this guy isn't going exploring. But because they've all cut sound for so long, they realize that something's up. They're waiting for someone else to play. But then they start looking behind. You got to keep them interested over towards site here. Oh, that's a clean round. That's a big buy round as well. Navi are very good at this at the moment as well, just going super aggro, throwing these random rounds in. Where they just
I don't think he'll mind too much.
And just kind of walk.
The fact that they come out with a very clean
and
round,
explode.
A chance to build up the economy. That was sort of what I mentioned with Mates, is that they're winning rounds, but they weren't able to sort of get the finances.
So unlucky to not get both there.
And they also have other ults that are cycling up.
Distraction from the race.
Will be back in play very, very soon. For Mates, much more of a problem. Back to pistols, a few stingers. Expecting this to be a much faster hit with the
Achilles, yeah. Can't think of any.
They can get into a post plant, Mitch.
Definitely not any that we watched today.
Could make things very, very awkward for their opponents.
Yeah, you know,
they force them back down to an eco.
Getting out of smokes, fighting back in. Seekers for sociable, but
and this is what we wanted, man. A close game.
With the orbital strike for Bippo opening onto Hero. Orbital strike's going to get them in. They're feeling like this could be that.
They saw him, right? Must be.
Ruxic down to 31, dodging bullets by a hair's width. And Marteen
did the stingers, bro. The EMEA stingers finally here.
This turns out to be a
took us 3 years longer than America's, but we made it.
Left alive. Nothing to do. Seekers were even used up by Navi there. I mean, an investment from them and nothing to show for it. And Thrifty in zone flawless. Take your pick.
Yeah, that was just impressive stuff. And again, it seemed like throughout the entirety of it, they just had to read like where their opponents have been playing. I think that there's been multiple times that Heroes dropped out of heaven after the initial push, so immediately knowing there's someone there. And then they're all just spamming that smoke. There has been Ruxic playing around the top site, around those angles, but they put the orbital strike on top site. So there's only one place left he can be. That's just them picking apart the defense of Na'Vi. And it's something that's been wonderful to watch for Mates, because you come into the year, you go, okay, there's a lot of variables within this team that we don't really know about. Like, okay, is Starzo going to be a high-level IGL? Are some of these players actually going to perform to that high level? And what we're witnessing is that, at least on the leadership part, at least on their reads, it seems like they are fantastic.
At least Instigator guy is living up to his name.
Earlier on, Mitch, with how these teams, in terms of getting into that final, or one of the 3 finals by winning this game, it would be some of the best performances we've seen from either of these organizations for quite a long time. Obviously, for Mates, it would be a massive turnaround. I think no matter what happens from here on out, this is already their best finish at an event. For Na'Vi, for a while, they were a roster that was making quite a few events, but that fell off quite heavily over the last couple of years. And this sets a very good opportunity with some of the quote-unquote big teams now looking quite a bit weaker than them.
You know, I think the most striking visual down on that stage for me, though, Tom, was Filu's
what a
monitor.
nice round for them to win. Look how much
but
money they get.
Guys got it tilted at like a 15-degree angle. I mean, it is not level. It is so far from level.
I've been around long as a coach, yeah, quite a long time. Keep it like really rates him.
Who knows?
So
I always thought it was
I
important to
imagine
have a
he's
dead straight.
very good.
I'll put my measurement devices away at home. 5-3, round 9 kicking off in NAVI, pushing up in A main, now running into a lot of numbers on that other side. Bimbo quick to hit the hinder, but they will flash right back. NAVI dumping utility to contest for that space, but their cross
Whoa,
back
whoa,
is being
whoa,
watched.
whoa,
It's
guys,
being
guys,
spammed,
guys.
damage done, but
The
no picks
hell
just yet.
am I watching?
Mate's not finding the reward, but
Dude,
this
they
wrap
took
around
the
from
TP
Marteen.
at middle and
There
he's
it
just
is.
pushed all the way
Those
behind them. They got no
players
info.
cleaned up in the end, and Mates will have themselves that A site.
I love the stars.
God, Angel's going to be wondering what on earth he just watched.
Happy to use the SMG and well, again, they make this very direct take into the site work, but that, as you mentioned, that small variable, that flank, that bit of positioning from Marteen was enough to just rip this apart, because NAVI, they directly tried to counter the A take. It's what's been causing them so many issues over the last couple of rounds. And just having a player get in behind has completely turned the round on his head.
As you would expect, really, but something that Navi are going to have to think about. You know, they take that timeout, they take a moment
Yeah,
to
so
think.
this was
and
probably a
that's
good
the round.
example. You know the other round that I spoke about where they kind of froze and they were
Really
waiting
not
for
where
their
you wanna see
teammate
those
to go
gaps.
make the play.
Mates,
Like
still
to
throw
see
out
how
those
interested
ideas.
they kept
I don't
him
mind it though,
here.
'cause Navi had the
Didn't
success
give it
going
up
down
the
on B
game.
main,
As
and
in
the
him take the
showstopper
flank.
sure was
So it's
involved in
nice
that play.
to have a round by
Didn't
round
really
thing
do anything,
where it's like a different
because they
comparison of
cleaned up on
how
the gunfight. So
much
late round
space
here,
or distraction
minute
you're
left,
giving your
let's get
Euro.
aggressive, let's take that fight, but or minute 20, but yeah, you can't really let Marteen thread the needle like that.
No. And as I said, it's that little bit of variation that Mates throw into what always seems like the same play. It's like, oh, they're doing that execute again. No, they're not. They're not. There's something else that they've sort of added that extra little bit of spice. Again, credit to their leader, but also I think you have to give a lot of credit to Paco and Kundi because the way that this team has been playing for such a new squad, I dare say, I think they've been
Big
my
Joel on
favorite
middle.
team to watch so far throughout all of the games I've seen.
No pause, mate. They literally just took a
I don't
timeout.
think that's too left field of a call. At the start of the year, I would have had different things to say, but the games that we've seen have been impressive. Minute 15 on the clock. Navi's aggression this time.
Well,
None of
they
the
took over towards A main. They get the server all
down
online,
here.
and now they got the combo.
Sociable's
It's pretty
tough
nice from
to
Navi.
He's just
Insta
spotted him.
nice shot. Insta
Sociable
re-clearing the
able
area
to
that they
take
just
his
came
head
from,
off, though.
and
Now the
because they
attackers
saw nothing,
worried about that
they
mid
heavy
space.
stack over towards
No
B.
ground to work off the back
Just
of
a
that
little
pick
weird.
either,
It
and
felt
missing their
like
Brimstone.
Gentleman had a very
think more
good call,
importantly,
and now I'm
missing
not
their
so
mini.
sure.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that
he didn't see this guy, but they should have come up on the mini-map.
Brimstone doesn't quite do him justice. Marteen
At least he
selling
didn't
the
register that he
ruse
saw
on this
him.
side of the map. They've even got the Hunter's Fury as like a bit of a ruse. And this fake is working.
Damn, that
wonders.
shot's
In fact, the
Marteen.
fake is
Oh,
just
okay,
taking the
bro.
entire
He's
site.
winning
You
rounds
almost have
back to back.
question now, like, do we go back? He's just kind of killed everyone. I don't think you expect the guy
30
to go into the
seconds
site 1v3. Okay, he had a Hunter's
Yeah,
Fury.
we spoke a
and
little
then
bit
just
about the
killed
combo,
entire
but
NAVI squad.
Marteen's just done a
But
masterclass.
It did technically work as a fake. He did pull the other two players away from the site.
What a redemption year from Marteen this could be.
Yes. Some would say better than the actual hit.
Last player standing.
Especially if he could just keep going like this. Bippo is not going to take the time to allow his
Very nice,
teammate to
man.
get the ace. But honestly, the way he just played that round, I'd say it's better than
Dude,
an
two
ace.
in a row.
That's very impressive.
That's an accolade worth more. Solo triple entering a site while the rest of your team is
So
the
calm, man.
closest players in spawn. Look at this.
He was just like, where do I go?
Druxix just looking for a way out, and he couldn't find
It
one.
looks so clean.
Really nice round from Marteen. 13-7. And it has to be said, Marteen, a player that we have seen reach very high heights.
Yeah.
And,
sure,
and I
yeah.
think that, you know, looking at the last...
2024 was a great year
kinda
for him. 2025 was an
last
awful
year,
year
the
for
last
him.
half of last year as well. I expect so much more from him. I haven't seen that same level hit. But this map here, oh yeah, we're eclipsing it.
And he gets
At his
out the
best,
help.
I think you look at him, especially with the tech
My
he has
upping
on
brim.
Yoru. I think going into this meta with Yoru still being incredibly strong, it suits him massively. And I think if you're a KC fan right now, look away because he's performing exactly how you would have wanted him to last year.
Oh, it's nice though. It's
This new
nice.
environment clearly bringing a fresh
Wait, did he
feeling.
come up on minimap?
Oh, Xiao's stunned up, but they're going to give him an opportunity, taking a lot of damage
I
on the
mean,
way.
I guess so. What's
hoping
going
he'll
on?
get a chance to shoot the judge, and he
Yeah,
does.
he did good though to
Takes
get
one. You
anything,
look at
to
the
be
rest
honest.
of the weaponry, and there's not
Mates
a
come
whole
out
lot
on the
to play with.
rotate.
Paranoia
Ah, dude, that's a
is
shame.
good,
Uses
and actually
Omen.
Druxix
Flash at
has
this
done
guy
well.
swings. That's 2 kills.
Oh, Oh, the swing from Marteen so important. Remember, Starzo down to 2 body shots from those Sheriffs as
They
well.
got loads of time.
Thanks to the damage done moments ago. And with Mates deciding to flee the coup, go away from this A site, take it all the way to the B site.
Okay, 2v3 retake.
There could be weapons
Sociable should
retrieved.
heal
And in fact,
Ruxic.
there already is on the Sociable, you can see, and there's another for
30
Hero.
seconds.
Healer.
So now this 3 versus 2, even more favorable for the defense.
Just got to look at Glyph's position.
Yeah, he goes close over towards
heard the
spawn.
ball.
Here's the 3 running.
He's going to hear the steps. He's still looking back in the other direction, but even still, are they going to check this? They might do. It's all going to come down to timing. And look, Ruxic has just checked the angle. Hero is still watching it. He's still holding it.
Very nice.
And
The
that's
2
so
making
clever.
sound, 1
That
holding
changes
behind.
the round and leaves it all onto Starzo. First goes his way, but the operator might not be what you want. A missed shot. He's got it back.
It's such a
and
nice ult.
Unfortunately,
What's he meant to do with
he
that
took
ult?
one with
Just
it,
jump and hope that
but
he
he had
misses.
to be forced into the angle of Hero. It will be a 4th just about for the side of NAVI, but a nice attempt there coming out from Starzo.
Oh, a really nice
Shao did
attempt, but it
incredible,
comes down
though.
to taking all of the kills and the ult forcing you into the open, your backup weapon being a shorty. In that position,
over
he
the
didn't
omen at the
have
moment.
much of a chance.
I think I'm
You can see
getting
the
on
giggle
board of
shows
it,
that,
to be
but
honest with you.
An ult not online there,
It's
and that's a
more,
different game we're
normally
looking at
it's more of
altogether,
a
7-4.
Brim or the Asterix, they kind of do the
Barriers go
same
up one more
thing,
time in this
but
half, and up in the
like
hands
the
of
after
Filu.
plant
Here are
delay
the
on this is
defensive side,
incredible.
position early towards A
The
main.
longer
Probably gonna look
smokes
for
is
some
really
aggression,
important
and
at the
although he's
moment.
not gonna
You
spot
can go a
anyone,
lot faster.
that information alone
Stimpak's
could
pretty
be
good to catch
invaluable.
people off. Ult's very
They can
strong.
get that early rotate, as we
Like
can
the
see
Brim's,
mates are already
the Brim's
gearing
not
up
a
for
bad
this
shout these
B-side
days
hit.
at all.
Cover going out.
Ruxic and Hero. Not the duo you'd want to be facing into, but have been dealt with for the majority of this game so far.
Big play.
Ruxic's going to manage to get
Oh,
up
such a
top.
big
This Hero
play.
that's been sold down the river. Does he manage to get much from it though? There's a first. Another teammate has gone down. They now know where he is. Ruxic just trying to back out of there. Hold at least a little bit of ground. Give himself a fair fight.
It's unlucky, man. His sidestep was sick.
Starzo will take him
Just
out
missed
with
the shot.
little to no problem. And the remaining 2 are just a bit far away.
Spike planted.
Oh, Hunter's Fury is going to be thrown through early. Looking to seal the deal on that 8-4 half for mates. Starzo doesn't get his tags. The all patiently waiting, but for how long? There's the stun in the grab well that gets him the first.
Oh.
The shot from Filu on
Oh,
Starzo.
2v4
Mini
retake?
down. It's all on Glyph. He's popped the smoke, but they suspect it. Stars online, 1 to work with. And this Gravwell still to play with. They'll think about that. They'll imagine he's playing towards main, running the clock down, but Glyph running it down on top of them. He's taking the fight. CQB, but he won't get the
2v4
kills.
retake, that's
Shao
impressive.
Off the defuse just in time to lock in 7-5 at the half.
God, a nice attempt, but an incredible
Did they
2
end up getting
versus 4
5
there.
here? It
looked
felt like
that
they were
was a
getting
done
so
deal
wrecked.
for an 8-4 half, but they will steal the final round back and at least make this one a little bit interesting. We'll find out how it goes after the break.
Hey!
Hey, Tom.
Alberto was looking for you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, you better get that
Okay,
quick.
I'll go check.
Juniper with the Prime, thank you so much for the 20 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. This is a good game. Yeah, it's been a good game so far.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Yeah, the more I
Tom,
watch the Brim, the more
fun. It's my turn.
the more I'm getting converted into a Brim believer.
I don't have any expectations going for kickoff, you know. I feel like as a team, we're quite ready. We're all of us, like we're doing all we can to play the best. So we're just all here to do our job, you know. We'll just make sure to play as good as we can, get the experience, and hopefully make it as far as we can.
Where is my camera? Here.
I mean, Stark, so he's a very energetic person, you know. He's bringing a funny mood for sure, you know. And he
Vietnam
also like steps
Prime.
up when it's needed, you know.
Vietnam Prime.
He makes the
Vien.
job as a captain,
Wow,
so
right?
it's very
Dude, how
important,
to say
I
your
think.
name?
And yeah, the others, I think overall we're kind of like
I'm gonna call you Vien.
kinda
Thanks so much for the Prime.
funny
Appreciate
team,
the
like,
19 months.
a lot of us are like a little bit extrovert, you know, so we like to talk a lot, especially
Yeah,
me
there's
and
no
Stark,
tea
so,
there.
so yeah, for sure there's gonna be some funny clips coming.
Moi. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
First half
The
saw
19 months,
Mace
thank you.
hit 7,
You think Vitality,
leading by
Mates,
2,
Navi, the
and
3
it's
best teams in the
Marteen
EMEA
leading
so
the
far?
charge. Great to see him filling
From
those
what
boots
we've
that
seen,
we've seen him in before. We know
yeah.
that this guy has a high
PPL
ceiling.
is really good
Just gotta
though.
reach it.
I don't feel
Sure.
like
I think
comfy
this was the
saying
half, in
any
their
of
prior
the
game
3 out of the
versus
4.
Foot, where Mini just became...
Because it looks pretty close at the
final
moment.
boss. Like, there was just nothing that could be done to kill him. He was running around the map just taking names. So I want to see what they've got on the Na'Vi side, because realistically, Xiao's had a great half. Like,
Yeah,
I think he had
kissing
moments
noise, okay.
like holding the side, even in the retakes towards the end. And it's been a little bit quiet from Ruxic in particular. Like, we talk about this guy as one of the best when it comes to that role of controller. Now, going into the attack, I like the sort of addition of a second initiator when you're playing up against these double smokes. A lot of the time, I think the Sky is going to need to... You're going to need to push through this utility, because otherwise Mini will just burn out the time.
Oh my
Marteen!
god.
Oh, we talked
Not
about
expecting
him.
him on this angle.
He's doing just the same shenanigans here in the first half. An immediate headshot from the Sheriff.
Dude, and because their Yoru theory makes a lot of sense, they TP over towards the site. They now got 4 strong on site.
They wrap in, they find him waiting.
Look how good having actual good macro in your Yoru is.
Their dreams turning them to nightmares. He's in the smoke, hiding, biding his time. They're coming towards him. An ace on the cards, but he's out of ammo. Caught reloading. Starzo saves him, and Bimbo closes the deal. An in-zone flawless in the pistol round for Mates, and Marteen keeps on putting up numbers that just
Marteen, he's playing so
level
well,
we haven't
man.
seen from him for so
Look
long.
at him go.
Refreshing.
Yeah, I think whatever the morning routine was today, stick to it. Stick to it. Keep doing what you're doing, because this has just been insane. Look, we talk about like this Na'Vi roster, at least I would say 3 of these players are very, very high up on that individual skill level. I think you're looking at your Hero, your Ruxic, and your Sociable. Like, these are guys that you don't out-aim, and sometimes they can just rip apart even the best of the best teams. Right now, Marteen has been the best player of the server, and I don't think it's particularly arguable.
That's not even
No,
close.
there's not much of a debate to be had there. Good thing for NAVI, they're going towards the site that doesn't have Marteen. So that's at least a strong start, except now it does have Marteen. He just took a gate crash, cleared out all of B main, and is in position for this mid
2-0 on the pistols? Yeah, it is 2-0.
But NAVI, they take the orb, give it a little bit of presence, and move in the other direction. Mates have already adjusted, though, with the rotate from Glyph back to that B site.
Yeah, unfortunately, because that was such a, well, it was a flawless round, they don't really have many orbs to start with. So, like, you're looking at Filu pick up the orb, and it's like, great, I now have 2 orbs, one of them from dying. So it's all about any amount of damage they can do. It's already got a little bit awkward for Bippo, who is incredibly low on HP and actually has to run back across the site. A chance for a plant, not impossible, but there are a few players here. A decent position as well from Xiao. I don't know how he gets here. I guess just runs past some of the players on the site. And now Hero's
Don't get eco'd, guys.
This is starting to get pretty dangerous for Mates.
Spike planted.
They've still got to deal with Marteen.
Picks up a gun.
Filu has a gun.
He's looking for this fight. He knows there's a player stuck on that box. The man with the gun. His position is known. And look at Hero wrapping around that smoke. He looked like he wanted to fight, but it was Filu. He was out for the brawl.
They need the raid boss to save him.
With another. But it's Hero now, 65 HP. No info. Gate crash taken. He's right in front of Hero. And he almost got a shot off.
Really bold. I get it, man. Yeah, 18-9.
50-round win for NAVI gets them right back into the swing of things.
And that one's got to be infuriating. Like, they basically went in with absolutely nothing. Do some initial damage, but I think, like, Xiao managing to get into the backlines like this, it just don't know how that happened. And then just some jumping right-click classics that gift over weapons. That's a brutal round for Mates to lose. A chance for them to extend into the second half has been cut short. And leaves NAVI with a lot of credits to play with going into this, and also their opponents with nothing.
It's a big round to lose.
Well, that's the problem, right?
Big round to lose. That would have made it so easy.
Closing the gap, but the fact that we should see that down to 1. Stranger things have happened, but for Mates, 2 Sheriffs and a Shorty, they would have to get very lucky to get out of here, even with a decent amount of damage. It all comes down to what site NAVI hit. You can see that the B site stacked up. Mates have got plenty of players there if there's some aggression, but if this hit comes in on the other side of the map, Mini's got a classic over there. I do see some players.
Someone called that
Although I imagine
in a 1v1. I don't know if anyone's calling that. I wouldn't allow a backseat like that.
Slow. Expecting some sort of elaborate ruse in this round. Or maybe they're just trying to figure out where Marteen is. That's also a good strat. Just find where he is and go the other way. Unfortunately for them, he can switch up his position fairly easily.
Okay, picking the weak side.
Looks like Mini's going to be left with an impossible task. The goal, just play smokes, delay as much as
30
possible.
seconds left.
Second he sees some util, maybe he'll try getting the molly into play, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Now the rotation coming in, Xiao is just holding the line. But Mini, he almost manages a kill, but I think almost is all they're going to get.
Dude, how does that do no damage?
I mean, it certainly looks like that.
Last
Gravity.
player
Don't want to
gonna
give them
close
too much on this one.
round out and put
Navi
another
will
on the board
take
for
this. This
Navi,
is so
an
much money
in-zone
for them.
flawless, a moneymaker
Thrifty
round
into
for
a
this
next
squad,
round with
losing
5
the
people
pistol and then
surviving.
fighting right back into a one-round deficit. It's about as well as it could have went, and looking pretty strong, even in the round where they had classics. Their positioning was solid. They were winning a lot of heads-up duels, using their utility to section off every fight. Mates are in trouble, and if they lose this round, they certainly won't be in the lead anymore. Navi should run away with things.
So I think the raise is good.
And even if they do, if they lose this round,
I'll be honest, I don't really
this one
understand
and the next one
the
seeing a
thought
lot of
process yet.
impact. It has to be close, otherwise,
But
like, look at that
let's
economy
give them a bit
already
of
for the
time.
attackers. They're coming in with like 4K plus on most players.
Yeah, also ults not too far away either. Definitely a lot closer. It's only Marteen on the other side that could get that dimensional drift online. Early drone usage. I think
Yeah, this is nice for Navi to do in general, though, just actually showing that they're willing to go middle, so next time they do those double smokes and that drone, they don't actually have to follow it.
Middle is going to be so important for their play.
Oh,
Well,
man.
it's a bit of a wild
Welcome
spray
to
from
VALORANT.
Glyph, but it gets the job done. The direction of the salvos is going to give them an idea of where these players actually are, so that's not too bad.
Your jump for
Information on the
info,
other side, and it
or
was hoping to try and catch him on the exit. Marteen, it's not worked out though.
don't
Heroes
love the
predicted
pulse.
it.
It is a very audacious angle. I mean, not really anywhere to go when you get caught, but looks like same for Navi. Caught trying to flank
Jewel.
up behind, and Glyph
Man,
ends
Astra
up
is
with a
popping this
triple.
round.
The B site
1v3 and it might
sure,
just be
but
about damage.
There's reinforcements very close by.
He gets a kill, I guess he gets his ult.
Hero,
30
plant
seconds
at
left.
least secured.
Spike planted.
Dodge the
Don't know where to
reveal,
go.
but I doubt that they're too puzzled as to where he is. The utility certainly shows it off, and with 39 HP, this one should be a done
That's
deal.
unlucky.
Glyph with the 4K to put mates not back into the lead, but back into an extended lead.
Yeah, like, Glyph is-
comfort.
he's had a bit of a quieter game so far, a little bit whiffy at times, but that was a much better round from him. Like the first kill, I was a little bit nervous, but from then onwards, it was just clean shooting all across the board, making sure that nobody could surround his teammates and even
that
snapping
one's
back
nice.
to close the round at the end. Again, a lot of depth and talent on this.
Okay,
base
money
roster.
should be low on 2 then.
And now this is where
And dude,
there's
money's still
plenty
good from
of
Navi.
credits left for Navi. They're definitely not in any form of danger.
Lose this one
especially
as
every time
well.
They get the plant, a few extra credits into the account, but
Potential combo if they want to leave one of the signs.
Break into this site again. It is fairly low lift on B. Currently only Glyph there, but of course he does have the potential to buy them an awful lot of time.
Concealment. Blocking vision.
Already the utility's been thrown into B. See that Marteen threw his gate crash out, came in to support 4 players close by. I mean, this is the stack of the century. Mini's not even on A anymore. He's just holding down control on mid, making sure there's no late lurk up through there. The ultimate,
Oh,
it's going to force them
wait,
into
it's
a
a really
fight,
good ult.
surely. Glyph has to battle here in the open, and he stands his ground. He doesn't give them an inch without a price
got
of blood to be
two.
paid, and my God, the exchange
standing
rate's
in the
not
middle of the
looking
ult.
good. Sociable and Xiao,
Swings
2v4.
late, gets both.
That was a
Fried gold,
sensational
thanks
round
for the
from
Prime
Glyph.
Man.
I wonder
Appreciate
if
the
he didn't
15
have
months.
same
Thank you
kind
for
of
doing
round
that.
in the previous that he did,
And
if he
it's
would
such a
have
big
had
buy
that
round that they
confidence.
should
He
Euro
just
ult
stopped
this.
running halfway
Yeah.
through and went, screw it.
Yeah.
I'll fight you on the beaches.
Well, he also waited for the exact
Wants
last
the
second to
planter.
make that run. They were
Gotta check
waiting
the
for him the entire
smoke.
time, but that moment later, Marteen reclaiming space on the site. Sociable spotted. The deep line is all that's left from Xiao, and while he can buy a
Very,
bit of
very
time
nice on
with his
this.
util, but that never would have saved the round. The fight's not going their way. Glyph being
I mean,
the hero.
he's had 2 back-to-back
And while-
incredible rounds.
Even with the ultimate being invested, it ends up being a relatively easy round for Gentlemates, mainly because of Glyph.
Yeah, because of his martyrdom. Like the fact that he just accepted his fate. Yeah, I'm not making out of here. But neither are you.
Where would you place Marteen amongst the best
Really nice
Euros?
stuff from him,
It's
and-
so hard, man,
Well,
because
I think for mates,
2025
it
just
seems
obviously
like
put him
hands
down
are
on the radar.
Back on the reins.
I want tap him, bro. IGL one tapping. What the hell?
IGL one tapping indeed.
I feel like he's been one of the highest rated players in the entirety of Kickoff.
It's like
so
22 and 9.
And he's like, yeah,
NAVI,
IGL,
B failed so bad that they go again. Got to
excuse
raise
anymore.
up for
He's
this one.
13 and 11
Now
on the
they are
board.
down towards eco if they lose this.
Well, NAVI, 7 rounds.
The
An
fast
economy that
rotate
was
again.
Stacked up not long ago, but now it's being pushed to its brink.
Okay,
An
the
ulti
Waylay
economy
can just
even being
TP out of
thrown in
there.
this-
Ooh, nice shot, bro.
He stood, he waited, and he had a way out
Astra
as well,
ult,
and
so they have to
escape
play over
plan
towards the
put
site.
into action. And a 5v4 into effect.
Yeah, I guess the Razor has technically given them the site. But that's about all they've gained from
Dude,
it.
why are we playing
Cosmic
3 off
Divide
site?
already shutting
2 off
out
site.
3 of the players. Now, Sociable can look to sit on the other side, and you're thinking
Oh,
maybe he could
Ruxic,
flash
bro.
through. Well, he can't. He doesn't have any flashes left. So this is going to be very awkward to try and find something unless Ruxic can go ham, and he doesn't.
Well,
he gets
Astra
absolutely
suck.
nothing.
They didn't hear it? Okay,
Oh,
just
I
perfect
think something
timing.
must have gone through
They
to
got
delay.
2
Bimbo
salvos
has
to
at least
delay.
let go, and
They
there
did it
is the
half.
salvo. Will now buy them a little bit of extra time, but they're losing the fights once again. Xiao does well. They need to get somebody back onto that defusal and quick, and he may
Done.
still have an
Just
extra
gonna
little
change
bit of
anything.
utility to try and stop them. The spam's going through,
Very,
and
very
it doesn't
nice.
even
Yeah,
matter.
not sure about
It's
this one from
Bimbo back the
NAVI, I
other way.
get
It's
it,
his
but
turn to get a 4K.
I think you
They're
gotta
getting quite a lot of those.
I guess
you
it is
gotta
a
try
very,
kill
very
some on
narrow
site.
angle. We just saw it pop up there behind Gentlemate
Nabucco
Starzo.
with the prime. Thank you so much as well, man. Thank you, appreciate that.
VCT. Congratulations, brother. He has been putting up numbers. And as I said, I think it was last week or
Use the
possibly
star as a
last
reference
map
point.
they
Oh, you
played,
reckon? That's
one of
pretty
the last
smart.
few. He was 22 and 9 on a fade. I mean, seeing a guy take up the IGL mantle, we talk, oh, Mini, now that he's not IGL and he's going to be insane. And he has been. Yeah, he has been. But to see Starzo still hit that level,
You are divided.
I think it really does go to show how much weight it takes off your shoulders,
Look at
having that
this
second
stat.
caller.
After they've gone, I think, was it 4 rounds in a row? I like it. Just watch it. You think
He
you can
just
get behind me.
locked
You
in
think
on
that's
that
gonna
angle
work?
the whole
And now
time.
Bimbo
Bro, look at this team go, man. Oh my god.
This is decimation of NAVI.
The
Leaves
past
just
4
Xiao.
rounds have been so nice to
1v5.
watch.
The Xiao Show has been in effect today, but this would have to be your favorite episode if he's going to
Very,
win this one.
very
It's
nice.
nothing.
Okay,
Bimbo
5
to
goes
make
at it, but these have been
and
some
Enzo
lovely,
flawless
lovely
mates
rounds to
are
watch.
just destroying NAVI in these last
The
few
Gentleman's got a
rounds.
good read on
Oh, they're
every
having
map.
fun
I
doing
feel
it
like I
as
can
well.
check their map
We've
pool.
seen them on their feet.
like their
get
comp,
loud.
yeah.
The confidence is there. I think Glyph, he really inspired the troops with his big play
On
a few
split.
rounds ago, because since then,
Good comp.
They're
it's
taking
been
turns.
nothing but solid individual performances across the board. Bimbo especially.
Yeah.
On
This has been my
Pal.
favorite series to watch him play. And we're only 1 map in. Well, not even, but
They got a Cypher,
could
but
just be 1 round shy.
For the other side of
It's
things,
not too
it does
bad.
seem
Still
like they're
nice.
just struggling. Filu's impact on the Rays. It was
Fine.
an interesting choice for me. We haven't seen a massive amount of Rays.
dude, they might have the best read on the meta at the moment, maybe. I like it. I like all their comms. Only 4. It's only 4 out of 7 maps, but
yet to really see what the Razors brought to the table. A showstopper that scared his opponents into dying to sociable. But other than that, it's been a little bit rough. And then again, like, even the Sky, like it doesn't look like it's really been working out for them compositionally. But then you just look at how mates are winning a lot of these rounds. You think like, okay, well also you just kind of get an aim diff at times as well.
Yeah, you think about Marteen's 3K entry into the A site in the previous half. Yeah, everything Glyph has
like
done.
the
I mean,
Brim.
last
Yeah, I
4
think
or
the
5
Brim
rounds
Astra is
as well
better
has
than
been
the Omen
examples
from
of
what I'm seeing. As long as you have double duelist.
5 in a row needed. Man disadvantage to start. Hero, the one you're missing. Hunter's Fury sent through. Tag found right away. Sociable holding on for dear life, and he will just about survive. But that is just another wound for NAVI to bear.
30
As the plan
seconds
comes
left.
in, they're going to be seeking an
Spike
advantage,
planted.
but mates are offering no opportunities. Okay, now they are. Starzo's looking for the fight. Other than that,
Sociable needing to take a risk because he's so low, but also would have given him Seekers if he could find it. These A-site retakes have been
It might actually be
stellar from the
good
side of
timing.
mates, already forcing them back, taking their
Look at
space,
this util.
taking the positions they had moments ago, revealing
Got
them from
a,
above.
got a
Every
Yori
piece of
flash
utility
as the
having
recon
its
lands as
impact on
well.
every
Stun on
player
top.
falling. Only one left, Ruxic to try and save them. His aims on
God, they're
point,
very
they're
nice
already
on this map.
defusing.
They're
It's
very
a
nice on this
streak
map.
and Mates map. They will be 13-7,
It's really nice to watch them.
1-0 up and ever closer to being in that grand final.